Are you struggling with redirecting requests in ASP.NET Core? It can be a real headache when the method changes unexpectedly. But don't worry, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle how to redirect to a URL with the post method. I totally understand your frustration. You set up a URL rewriter and it works perfectly, but then the method changes from post to get. This is a common issue many developers face, and you're definitely not alone in this. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user asked, how can I change the method of the request after a URL rewriter response? They have a rewriter that redirects to a custom URL, but the request method is not what they need. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So, what's happening here? When you redirect using a URL rewriter, the default behavior is to change the request method to get. This can be problematic if your API endpoint requires a post method. Understanding this behavior is crucial for finding a solution. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a powerful tip that can help you manage your API requests more effectively. To address the issue of changing the request method after a redirect, the user should first understand that HTTP redirects typically do not change the request method. Instead, they default to get. Therefore, we need to implement a different approach. One solution is to handle requests directly without performing a redirect. The user can modify the existing method to process the request and then send a new request with the desired method. This can be done using an HTTP client. The user can utilize the HTTP client class in ASP.NET Core to send a post request. They should create a new instance of HTTP client, set the request content, and then send the request to the desired URL. Finally, the user should ensure that they handle the response from the post request appropriately. This includes checking for success status codes and processing the response data as needed. Fun fact, did you know that the HTTP protocol was originally designed for transferring documents, not for APIs? We've come a long way since then, but sometimes the basics can trip us up. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by a user suggests using the redirect permanent preserve method in ASP.NET Core 2.0. This method allows you to redirect while preserving the original request method. If this method is not available, they recommend implementing a manual approach to achieve the same result. Let's take a moment to review another user's answer. An alternative solution provided by a user involves creating a custom message handler to convert GET requests to POST requests. This handler, named Convert GET to POST Handler, overrides the sendAsync method to change the request method to POST before proceeding. The user also advises caution, noting that this method works only for internal redirects. For further understanding, they recommend reviewing the official documentation on HTTP message handlers. That's it for that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative solution suggests using a 308 status code instead of a 301 for redirection. This change ensures that the browser preserves the original request method, which is essential when redirecting from a GET to a POST request. The user also notes that a 307 status code can be used for temporary redirects and mentions that convenience methods for these redirects are available in MVC Core 2.0.0 Preview 1. Now, let's dive into a different answer from another user. An alternative solution provided by a user involves creating a custom redirect rule. This rule checks for a culture key in the query string and modifies the request accordingly. It ensures that the request method is changed to POST by setting the response status to 308 and preserving the request body. Here's that powerful tip I promised. Always ensure your middleware is set up correctly to handle different request methods. This can save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. You should now have a clear understanding of redirect requests with the correct method in ASP.NET Core. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks, and don't forget to check out our next video for more advanced techniques.